Hi, it's Kathy Hampton here from Wellside Retreats. And Wellside Retreats is a transformational destination retreat and life coaching service. I help Black women move away from what no longer serves them and move toward what will serve them well. So, how are you today? I hope you're well. I am doing well myself, and I wanted to share this video about decluttering. And the reason why it is the season for decluttering. But before I do that, I'd like to have you subscribe to my channel, and also ring the notification bell so that you'll know when I download another video. And you can take part in that, receiving that information. So, today's video, as I said, is about decluttering. And the reason why this is a great time to declutter, there are a number of reasons. But because we're moving into a new year at the end of the fourth quarter, for those financial folks who keep tabs on quarters for whatever reason, but we're down to the fourth quarter. And through the year, you may have accumulated stuff. This year, the year before, and the year before, and the decade, you may have accumulated some stuff. And that could be material things. That could be electronic things. You may have, stored up a whole bunch of email, digital stuff. And you may have filled your mind or spirit with clutter. There's a lot of news happening that is not good for us, can be harmful to the spirit, and we consume all of that clutter in our minds, and it affects our bodies and our spirits. So this is the reason why this December, not the new year, December may be the time to declutter. We also are getting ready for the holidays. We have a holiday coming up with Thanksgiving. There might be people coming over or friends coming over. If you are a single person, you have maybe having a Friendsgiving, or you might be doing Thanksgiving on your own, which is a wonderful thing. I've done holidays recently on my own, and but you want to declutter and clean up a little bit for maybe whatever celebration you have in December, whether that's Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas. Getting rid of things that fill up your space, that you may not need, that you don't want, that are causing some problems for you, causing some stagnation, causing confusion. And that could be, as I said, anything from material to digital to electronic. How many pairs of shoes do you really need? That kind of stuff. And that stuff that is not tangible, news, I want to say, bad vibes from friends, family. We'll talk about that too. Getting rid of emotional clutter that keeps you in a funk, keeps your vibrations low, but getting rid of it. And I actually have a few boxes that I need to go through, as I have over the last 4 or 5 years decluttered, and I still have stuff. Most recently, I gave away a big bag or two of clothing, and I am minimalizing my life. I don't have what I would call a home. I'm actually houseless, I will say, and don't need to carry around a lot of material things. And I'm learning that having less has made me have more time, more freedom, as well as space. You know, I have elbow room without the material things, and I'm clearing my mind a lot, and I'm clearing my email box out. I'm doing that unsubscribe thing, and I've done this over the years, but I'm not going to tell you how many emails I have, but I will say that I have email from 2012. I have lived different lives. I've had different jobs. I was a township commissioner, and I had email from constituents. I had email from just lots of relationships, friends that are seasonal friends or friends that I don't know, or maybe they were acquaintances, but we no longer communicate, but I still have their email. Places from jobs, responses from retail, from all manner of things. And that digital clutter is horrible. It's confusing. It's not necessary. It really is not. So I want to encourage you to take stock in where you are with your clutter. We all have it, no matter what you may think. There is no person that is without clutter. We want to also be cognizant of our seniors who hold on to things and it becomes a jumble in their lives, and they are not physically sometimes able to rid it of their surroundings. So take stock in that. And there are so many places to donate materials, tangible, of course, materials. And one that I want to share is for books. We have a lot of books in our lives, and what I found by decluttering the books, as I said in a recent video about my reading retreat book club, is that I have had a lot of books. I'm a librarian. I have a collection of books, and I actually can't take those with me anywhere. I have some with me right now, very few, but I also have some in storage. And books don't really do well in storage. And but I decluttered. I think I counted maybe about 300 books that I had, and took them to local library, as well as the tiny libraries that you may see. There are these little houses that are built in neighborhoods and towns. So it's free reading for the public that you're donating for someone else to read and then pass down. So if you need a place for your book, then please be sure that you donate to your local library, to your tiny library, or giving a gently worn book to someone who could use it. It's nothing like gifting a book. Or this one, what if you have a great collection of books by a certain author or a certain genre that is in good shape? Why not see if it could be sold to get rid of it? But if you want a certain book, keep it. I'm not saying get rid of all your books, not saying, of course, not to throw them away, give them away. Books are still used. However, if you are one like me who was kind of roaming around, remotely working, you can, use Kindle or a tablet or online books to read. There's no need, if you don't want to have a print book, to consider to keep it. You have another resource, another format, and that is the Kindle or ebooks. Nowadays, you can even share some of those ebooks, depending on what format you use or what app you use. Also, books, ebooks can be used or checked out. Excuse me, checked out from libraries, or if instead of buying a book, go to the library. They are open during this time of COVID. Sometimes books can be brought to you by curbside in some communities. I do know that. There are intermittent library hours where they, have them open for two hours, then they close down to clean and then open up again. Check your area to find out how you can see a book. But with this conversation has gone into about books, but that's one thing that I know that is tangible, that some people have a clutter of books, and they look nice, but they also, if you're trying to minimalize, can get rid of and feel good about. Books, I will tell you, a downside of having so many books are the fact that they also provide a home with lots of dust. And if you are one who suffers from allergies or other respiratory problems, you can count on a collection of books to provide the most dust in your house. If they are in boxes, they can be molded. And insects love to eat paper. So these are considerations for decluttering your books, your book collection, so forth. That's enough about books. More on clutter and what I'm doing to support someone who needs a sabbatical. I am decluttering, and I want to encourage you to declutter and support someone who needs a sabbatical. There are women who work so much, and we've heard over this year how many Black women are either leaving their jobs, finding remote work, who are sick and tired of being sick and tired with the microaggressions on their jobs, who are dissatisfied and unfulfilled by their work. And then there are some people who just need a break, just need a sabbatical from their place, whether that be 2 to 3 months, whether that be 6 months or a year. They may need a sabbatical. A friend of mine who is in the education of educators let me know that she was taking a sabbatical, and I was really happy for her. Sometimes sabbaticals are not offered by employers, those investors. The American system of work and capitalism these days are not allowing people to take a break. Sometimes in those employee manuals, which I found out, there's no such thing as a sabbatical any longer. Well, I have teamed up with Vicarious, Stephanie Perry of Vicarious.com, to enter a challenge to declutter for a Black woman artist or creator who is in need of a sabbatical so that she can create. A lot of us have a 9 to 5 or a job or a good paying job, but they also, which they are not fulfilled with, which has caused them to also try to delve into creating something for themselves, art in particular, or creating anything that fulfills them, and don't have time to create because they are, in fact, doing all manner of things for the job. So I have become a team captain to declutter through the month, well, starting now in November, but moving through December to help people realize the importance of decluttering for their mental health, their physical health, and their spirit, but also to raise money for a woman who needs a sabbatical so that she can at least have a break to create something fulfilling for herself, and to let us see, the world see her talents and abilities in her own time. So I will drop a link in the description for the link so that you can contribute to a sabbatical for a creator, and also spread the word about decluttering and how you should do it now and through December, getting ready for the new year, opening up space so that you can fill it with goodness, not necessarily new stuff, but fill it with a peace of mind. Fill that space with freedom. Give yourself some elbow room to walk around, to feel good in. And then, you know what? If you are leaving this country, your state, you need to travel, you only need one bag. Because you are free of clutter. And you can't take a lot of this stuff with you. I was on a call today, and I mentioned that I had a sound bowl that I proudly purchased for my birthday, at the 56th birthday. And, I carried that around. I moved from one state to the other, but I can't take that with me. And no one appreciates that except for me. And it's a big bowl. I should have it here to show you, but it's a big sound bowl, and it's beautiful, and it sounds great. I use it for meditation, or have used it. I haven't used it in a while. I don't need it. I really don't need it. So I'm going to find a home and a place for that sound bowl, because I can't pack it in my one bag when I travel. When I move around the world, I will not be able to take that with me. I'll have to, when I do find a place where I'm not going to be moving around, I'll get another sound bowl. But my sound bowl will go, and a few more books are actually going to have to go. I'm going to be decluttering and helping my senior mom with decluttering so that she can move around easier. She hasn't been able to throw things away so easy herself on her own, but she's got some stuff. She's got some clutter from 2 big houses, 3 big houses that she's lived in, and stuff that I can remember when I was 1 or 2 years old. So it's time for her to declutter. It's time for me to declutter, and I'm sure that you have some decluttering to do. Say that fast 5 times. Decluttering to do yourself. I'll leave the information, as I said, in the box, and also refer you to some of my list of books that you can get that were read in my book club, online or digitally, so that you don't have to go buy a paper copy of a book. So anyhow, with that being said, I thank you for spending some time with me about decluttering, and I look forward to seeing you, or you seeing me, on the next video. Until then, take care. Goodbye.